Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Right, I hope that everyone is doing okay, is doing fine. I hope that you have managed to get all of your stuff from Roomsys. Please make sure don't leave anything behind, ya. You're not going to be here for the next 6 months. So sampai ujung tahun ni tak ada siapa tau. Make sure that you have everything taken. Make sure you clean up the rest. Make sure to clean up as well lah. Okay, so I am Mr. Irfan and I will be teaching you guys teaching English for young learner. Okay, SEC 2383 2383 ni lah. Now, for your information, I have a bachelor's degree in education, but my major saya adalah TESOL, Teaching English as a Second Language. Tapi yang pentingnya, my major is still education. Okay, so my major is still education. And I am going to be teaching you guys teaching English for young learner. Sebenarnya benda ni pun saya belajar dulu masa saya belajar dulu adalah subjek ni, teaching English for young learner. So you may be thinking, sir, kenapa kena ambil English lagi sekali? This has nothing to do with your proficiency, your level of English tak ada kena mengena. Ini adalah you nak ajar English. Okay, so very different. You nak ajar English to your children dengan you belajar English. Alright, so studying, learning dengan teaching. So macam before this, I believe you have taken ELP1 and ESP1. So those are for you, itu belajar English. This one, you are going to be teaching English. Okay? Right, so as you can see here, right, I am recording my screen as well. This course was prepared by Miss Hamira. So kalau you ada tak puas hati apa-apa ke, you can go and see her lah. Okay. Right, and then the credit is 3. The semester here, you guys are in semester 4, right? So it's fine. It's okay as long as you take this course. This is part of the requirement for MQA. Okay, right, so these are the course learning outcome. Okay, hasil pembelajaran kursus. Okay, so CLO1, recognize simple words, understand simple instruction and carry out simple conversation. So this will be important for you because you are going to be teaching English. So kalau you nak ajar English, you must at least be able to recognize simple words lah, bagi arahan yang simple in English. You can also understand simple instruction in English. You should also be able to carry out simple conversation in English. So far from what I have seen from your seniors, most of them tak ada masalah. Most of them tak ada masalah. I mean most lah, not all, but most of them tak ada masalah nak give out simple instruction in English. Walaupun maybe dia ada salah grammar here and there, tapi sikit je lah. Simple should be okay. Right, and then the next one, demonstrate skills to tell stories and simple poems, jingles and sing simple song. So basically, at the end of this course, you should be able to at least bercerita in English, bersajak in English, jingle and sing simple songs. Because when you want to teach language to children, especially to children, you cannot teach them macam mengajar dewasa macam you guys tau. You must actually use some kind of something that is interesting to them. So kalau macam contoh, buku cerita. So buku cerita is interesting to them, right? Okay. You cannot just simply, okay, ini past tense, ini present tense. Tak boleh. Okay. And then reading technique using phonics. So phonics ni basically, you nak ajar English, you must have understanding on how the language sound. Phonic ni basically sound tau. So macam contoh apple, apple, bukan apel, kan? Right, so we are going to cover that. And also the next CLO is apply the use of English with children during learning and teaching session. One thing I'm going to tell you straight away is you will have to do micro teaching. Okay, right? Micro teaching. So CLO1 is easy. Okay. I believe that for most of you, you will have no issues when it comes to telling stories and communicating with your students in Malay. Should be no issue, but now the focus has been shifted to English. Memang this is part of the requirement for MQA. Ni bukan saya yang minta, MQA yang minta. So subjek ni wajib lulus. Okay. Lulus is 40, I think. Okay, and for your information, I am the only one teaching this course this semester, so memang tak boleh lari lah. Okay, and I purposely ask for you guys to be divided into 2 groups. Okay, usually 38 tu satu group kan. I purposely ask for you guys to be divided into 2. Saya lebih selesa ajar small groups. Big groups will be difficult to manage. Right, nanti you mengajar so you faham lah. Okay. Right, so let's go over the course content here, kandungan kursus. Okay, so first we will talk about the children's language development. Okay, so how do they acquire language? How do they acquire English? Acquire ni macam mana dia dapat lah bahasa tu. And then we will also cover language development, macam mana language to develop from something very basic all the way to advanced, yeah. And also the different stages of the linguistic development. So obviously baby dia tak bercakap terus, dia ada cooing dulu, dia ada babbling dulu, and then ada multi word, ada later word, and so on and so forth. And then we have some theories on second language learning, bilingualism, vocabulary development, and so on and so forth. Now, this may look like a lot, but don't worry. We are only going to cover at surface level. Okay, we're not going into too much detail, only surface level. Okay. Now again, I want to emphasize, kamu belajar benda ni supaya kamu boleh ajar. Right? You learn this so that later you are able to teach it. Okay, next we have the different language skills, how you can develop the listening awareness. So language skill ni ada 4, ada listening, reading, speaking, writing. Okay, listening, speaking, reading, writing. So macam mana you nak ajar satu-satu ni. Okay. Right, and then we go to the development of reading and writing first. Basically, you cannot just straight away ajar A, B, C sampai Z. You have to teach A, B, C first. When you want to teach word, you have to teach whole words. You know, you cannot just straight away teach English to children like they are adults. And then exploring and appreciating children's literature. Okay, so these are some strategies that you can use. Strategies when it comes to teaching them to read and write. We will go into detail later in class. And then we have also children's literature here. Okay, exploring and appreciating children's literature. This is where I will ask you to tell stories, do some nursery rhyme. Nursery rhyme ni bahasa Melayu dia apa? Saya dah lupa lah nursery rhyme ni. Dia macam benda yang you nyanyi to your children, I think. No, it's benda yang you nyanyi to your children. But there is a term for it in Malay, saya dah tak ingat. and I guess it's fine. And then storytelling, dramatic play, role play and simulation. Okay, and then finally here we have what are the materials that you can use when it comes to teaching. The teaching aid, the big books, the small books, folio, word sentence cards. I have examples here, you can see. Right, so this is an example of what your senior did. It's not, it's okay, it's okay. And then listening centers and everything. Okay, so that's the content of the course. Okay, this is okay. So these are all the content of the course. We are only going to touch on it surface level only, because this is only a diploma program. Okay, cannot go into too much detail. Nanti boleh pening kepala. Okay, so when it comes to coursework ni I asked your senior to do group work as well though, but I don't think you can do group work because everyone is at home. Okay, so never mind, let's see. Okay, assignment number 1 is you have to do micro teaching. Okay, you have to teach something in English. Okay, you have to teach and something in English. That one, there is a part of it. Okay, so never mind. Micro teaching is in English, so that is 20%, and then 10% is from your RPH. So total 30. Okay, and then we have here assignment number 2. This will be your group project. Supposed to be group project. Basically, one group around 3 to 4 people will have to come up with these things right here. Maybe big book, small book, scrapbook, folio. Macam this one right here. This one that I have shown you just now. Yeah. Right, so that is 20%, and then finally we have a quiz, which is 10%. Okay, and then you also have a final exam for 40%. But I guess because of PKP ni, most probably you will do final assessment. So senang lah for you to score. So there should be no cases of people getting C. Sebab you can do your quiz and your final exam at home. So sepatutnya semua A lah. Okay, so semua A. Okay, so the total SLT is 120. So this is 3 credit hours, 3 credit hours. So it will be it is important for you to score in this subject lah. 3 credit hours. Okay, now. Okay. It's not the same talking to people and talking to a camera. But this is what we have to do for the next 14 weeks, I guess. Okay, now right, so that's all for your course information. If you have any question, please post your question in the Google Classroom. Okay, right, bye.